up everyone, it's Flora, and today I wanted to talk about Missing Person and the Phlur Discovery Set specifically. My friend picked this up for me at Sephora and I've already smelled all of these with her and my other friends, and honestly I'm very disappointed. The main perfume I wanted to smell and eventually buy was Missing Person, and I'm not sure if this is a dud or what's wrong with the specific scent. Here's how it looks. I'm already almost done with it and I've just been trying this on yesterday. I can't smell this on myself and I could barely smell it on one of my friends, and then I sprayed it on my partner and I could only lightly smell it after 5 minutes. I actually sprayed this over 15 times today all over my body 30 minutes ago, and there's barely any scent. The first spray you get is pure alcohol. It smells really cheap. And then later on, you can barely catch a scent of a sweet smell. Like, I'm not a perfume person or anything. I just like trying different perfumes if they're fruity, floral, musky, anything. But this is all over my body. And the fact that I've sprayed it everywhere and you can barely catch any scent is really disappointing. On their little descriptions, it mentions that you're supposed to smell jasmine, orange flower, neroli, sandalwood, musk. I don't smell any of that. The only thing I've been able to smell is maybe the sheer jasmine, but it's to the point where it's 1% or it's watered down. I even smelled the huge bottle at Sephora and I sprayed that on myself, and I sprayed it on my friend, I think, and then we also got it on a white paper and you can't smell it. We kept airing it out and smelling it. There's no scent, and I'm very unsure as to how this perfume even exists if you can't smell it. I've had a bunch of other people also smell the perfume and they can't smell anything on their skin. They've left it on their skin like an hour later, still can't smell it, or you're gonna get a small floral scent. That's it. But the fact that it even mentions on the website that I should spray it generously doesn't seem okay with me, because I've sprayed this everywhere and I'm still waiting to smell the Missing Person scent that everyone says is like life-changing, amazing, makes them emotional. There's nothing. It's just light and not worth the price. So this, honestly, the fact that at Sephora it doesn't smell like anything, on my skin it barely smells like anything. I'm almost through this whole bottle, mini bottle, whatever. It just doesn't smell like anything. So I'm wondering if this was rushed, because I watched Chriselle Lim's video explaining why she made this and how it makes her feel, and I was like, oh, I really want this scent because I think it'll smell amazing. It's like her first scent, blah blah blah. I'm excited to get this. And then I was waiting a few months to get the full bottle, but it would sell out. So I was like, okay, maybe not a good idea. Let's get the Missing Person sample. It's literally just disappointing. It's not Missing Person, it's like missing scent, missing perfume. I just want to know, like, anyone else's opinion, who has bought this and who actually likes it, because all the videos I saw was TikTok influencers that have a lot of viewers saying that this is an amazing scent, buy it, buy it, buy it. And I was like, okay, there's a lot of people saying this is very unique, I want to buy it. And I don't know if I should give it another chance, because I can't smell it and it's a waste of money for me compared to other perfumes I've tried, like expensive, non-expensive, even body sprays. It's the fact that I can put on a hair oil and the scent stays in my hair and I could actually smell it. But this perfume, for some reason, I cannot smell. And later on, you can get like a hint of it, but it's to the point where you won't even realize it unless you're like actually sniffing really hard trying to get a scent. So yeah, really disappointed. And this was the first one I tried from the Discovery set, so it did not start off good for me. So the next perfume I wanted to talk about is Not Your Baby. I have it here. I've also sprayed it quite a bit. Now this one, when you actually spray it, you smell it. You could smell the florals, you could smell the spice. I just sprayed it right here on my arm. and instantly I actually can smell the perfume. So I was like, okay, maybe the missing person one I got is a dud because there was no instant smell at all. And for the Not Your Baby, it's supposed to have cardamom, mimosa, vanilla milk, sandalwood, tonka beans, violet, bergamot. Like, I could smell the cardamom, I could smell the sandalwood, and a little bit of the vanilla milk mimosa. Like, obviously, I can't smell all the scents because I don't know how they smell without being mixed together, and I don't know that much about perfume. But this one is better than Missing Person because I actually like the smell. Now, it's not unique because I feel like I've smelled this in other designer perfumes, just at Sephora or anything I've tried. It smells very familiar to something else, but I can't say what. But I definitely like this better than Missing Person because I can get the smell. And my friend and I created like this whole storyline of the type of woman who wears this and things like that. And we had a few good laughs. So this one, it's good, but I don't know if I would want to buy it again because I've been looking for my signature scent and I want it to be like fruity, floral, juicy, or just something sweet. And I feel like if I wore the Not Your Baby, this I can imagine wearing to a dinner somewhere where it's a little hot but also a little cold, or maybe like humid outside, and then you walk in and I think other people would be able to smell this one because the smell changes throughout the minutes, which was really nice. It starts off very, very strong, and later on I could smell the sweetness start to flow around. So for this one, I wouldn't wear it that often. I am disappointed that throughout the whole discovery set, I didn't really find a favorite, or I didn't really find a signature scent, and I was hoping to find a signature scent with the Phlur brand, so that kind of sucked. But anyways, the next one that I smelled was, so the Florio one is actually really nice. I haven't sprayed it that much because I don't need to. One spray and you can smell the whole perfume. You smell the citrus, which it has lemon. I don't know what wet greens is supposed to be, but I can smell the sandalwood. I can smell the jasmine, the gardenia. There's tuberose in this. I don't really know what that smells like. But this one is very strong, and it reminds me as if you're walking through an orchard with multiple citrus, I guess oranges, lemon trees, and you're walking by, but it's springtime, and you just get like a scent of it in the air, and it smells like really nice and kind of juicy, but also refreshing. Like if you're getting out of a bath, but the bath is outside, and you put on this perfume because you want to smell fresh and clean, and it's also kind of like you're on a vacation. So this one I actually liked, and it was very unique. I'll wear this probably for special occasions until I finish the bottle. I haven't decided if I want to buy the whole bottle because I'm still trying to figure out if I like it that much. So I'd say out of the three I've talked about, Not Your Baby, Missing Person, Floria, the Florio one is definitely the best so far in my opinion, and the most unique. I could see that someone's wearing this on a vacation. They want something like different but bright. The next perfume I want to talk about is Lost Cause. I actually didn't see any marketing videos for this, so I'm not sure what scent it's supposed to be or like how you're supposed to feel, but it's very interesting. Like I like it, but I don't know if I like it enough. But this one also, you spray it once, you get instant whiff of the smell. It's supposed to be fresh, woody, floral. I definitely smell the woody and the floral. I don't smell the apple in this, and there's bergamot on this, cassis leaves, rhubarb. I can't smell the rhubarb. Vanilla, orchids, orris concrete, no idea what that is, mate absolute, Cetalox. There's a lot of things, flowers, whatever scents that I don't know at all. I've never smelled them, so I don't know how they're supposed to smell. But this is strong when you spray, and as you leave it, it smells lighter and lighter. And when I sprayed this yesterday, I sprayed it on my partner. It smelled really good on him, and I was like, wow. But it also smelled strong on him. But when I spray it on myself, I sweat a lot, so a lot of scents just either do not stick to my skin or they go away within 30 minutes to an hour. So I've been looking for a scent that lasts all day for me without having to spray over 10 times. And I still haven't found that scent. I have to keep reapplying. Like I have the Daisy perfume, within an hour, it doesn't even stay on my body. I've asked people and they're like, I don't smell any perfume on you. I have the Victoria's Secret body sprays, but those are body sprays, but still those don't stay on. Even lotions that I put on, within a few hours, like I sweat them off, there's no scent. So I'm looking for a very, very strong perfume that will stay and that I can smell continuously. And this one's nice. It kind of reminds me as if I'm going somewhere, like a tavern or someone a little woody and dark, maybe like a cabin or in the snow, and I want something that's kind of warm. Like I imagine if you're wearing this kind of when it's sunsetting and you're wearing like black heels and like a black satin dress and it's like kind of cloudy, kind of not, but it's a little warm. So then if you sweat a little, I can imagine this smelling even better. It's very comforting, which is interesting. Like the more I smell this, the more I like it actually. And it makes me think, okay, Lost Cause, I don't know yet if it might be my favorite versus the Florio one. They're completely different, but I want to keep smelling this one. And it's a little addicting. So that's interesting because when I smelled it yesterday, it was whatever. Like it wasn't that amazing. But the more I smell this, the more I really, really like it. So I guess now Lost Cause versus Floria, completely different. This one's woody, Floria's floral, but to me it smells more citrusy, which is nice. Completely different occasions. This one I smell like very elegant. You're gonna like go back to your fancy hotel room, like do your skincare, and then you have this like perfume, or if it could be a candle or lotion and you're putting it on like in a slow, relaxing way. That's what I imagine with the Lost Cause scent. Now this scent, the Apricot Privé, I saw the marketing video for this on TikTok. It's supposed to be sexy, juicy, summer. You're having a fling, you're having fun. And I was like, ooh, it's a fruit. The white dude is biting it. This scent should be amazing. It should make you feel great, like independent, happy, successful. Like that's what I was seeing. And then all the images, like very lush, pretty. And this is how it looks. Let me see. You could tell that there's a small, like little light orangey tint. And I've only had to spray this very lightly because it's the strongest out of all the perfumes that I smelled. And I sprayed it on the leftover Target stock cardboard. And when you first spray it, it's like slap in the face. Super strong. You're like, oh my God, this is way too strong. And then as it settles down, it starts to smell sweeter. Oh, I got some in my nose. It's pretty strong. It starts to smell lighter. And then it completely changes. Like I've never understood the notes when it comes to perfume, like the top, heart, base, because I usually would only get one scent even when I would let it waft around. But for this one, I can really smell the changes from when you apply it to like the middle part and then I guess the base part. But it's really interesting because this perfume, you can tell the scents are changing around, and that's really interesting for me because I've never understood it when you buy it online and it says the scents change, because I could never catch it. But for the Apricot Privé, I could definitely smell the woody fruit. I did wish it was more juicy, like apricot-y, I guess. I expected it to be more fruity, like very, very sweet. And for this one, like there is that nice sweetness, but it's very, very strong. So I know for a lot of people, they'll be like, whoa, this is too much for me to wear out. I sprayed this on my partner and it smells amazing on his skin. Like it's so good. And I was like, wow, this is so unfair. I can't believe it smells great on him. Like strong at first, settles down, and it turns into like a nice sweet smell. So I can't decide if I like this one more than Lost Cause. It's very overwhelming, and it's not what I expected when I smelled it, because I was expecting a more like fresh fruity smell, like not candy-ish, but just a little sweeter. I wasn't expecting it to smell like so sandalwoody and like have a lot of cardamom, because I wanted the Discovery set. The second reason I got it was because I saw the apricot privé, and I was like, I really want this because there's a fruit scent and I'm looking for a nice fruit scent. And it's good, but I want to love it, but I can't, because it just smells so much better on my boyfriend than it does on my skin. But it's very unique. I can imagine if I bought this, I would want like either a lot of sun, or just maybe if I go to a club, or it's just a very nice scent, but very in your face. Like if I want attention or people to ask me, what perfume are you wearing? I would wear this. Or maybe if I'm like on a road trip, maybe, and I want like a nice smell. So for this one, it's like, I don't know, like I want to love it, and I'll probably keep spraying it throughout the week and see if I grow to love it or how it changes throughout the day. But so far, the Lost Cause is still at the top of my list. So the last scent is Ameline, and I would say this one is also very different from all the other scents. I also haven't sprayed this one that much because you don't need that many sprays and you can smell the perfume, which is nice. But it starts off sweet and then it goes spicy, and that was what was interesting to me. At first, this was my favorite smell when I was just trying it on in the car because it was the sweetest. And when you let it just sit, you can smell the rose and the pink pepper, which was crazy to me because I've never smelled pink pepper before, like in a perfume. And I was like, wow, I can actually smell the pepper. And there's patchouli and sandalwood in this, and also Italian bergamot. I know what patchouli smells like in sandalwood, but I don't know what bergamot smells like by itself. It's always mixed with something, so it's hard for me to distinguish. But this one is floral, like it says on the box. But it's very, very light. So it's just interesting because I can see someone wearing like a white dress, but it's fluffy, and they're going on a picnic. And maybe they're having like some champagne, some bread, some cheese, like light food, since it's a very light scent. But also, like if it's a little windy, maybe you can catch a whiff of it like on their hair or maybe on their wrist. And then like if you're going on a cute date with someone and you smell this perfume, it's a little like interesting, kind of like a surprise. You're kind of like, what is that? I want to smell that more. Like that's how I feel about it. And then it just slowly starts to just blend into like a very, very light scent. And that's why I'm surprised, because it starts off strong and then it just disappears a little bit, but not completely. So you know the scent is still there. It's just settled down, which is very nice. Like, I guess if you want to wear perfume, maybe if you're going to work or somewhere where you shouldn't have strong scents, I can imagine just one spray of this on your neck or wrist and you should be fine. And only if someone's very close to you, then maybe they can smell it, like actually in your personal space. And maybe if you did a lot of sprays all over your body and you walk in, then everyone would be able to smell it, but then that would be too much for like the office. But maybe if you're going out in the summertime, you're sweating, you can spray it all over your body and you'll be fine. But it's nice, but it's not amazing or overwhelming, I guess. With what I expected from Phlur when I saw everything about it was that it was going to be like life-changing perfume, something you've never smelled before. Like you would have one of your favorites in here, or one that you want to keep forever, right? That's what I was expecting when I saw all the videos regarding like just all the scents, and that's what I was hoping for. But it's just, I don't know. I expected so much more from this Discovery set, or I expected so many scents I never smelled in my life. And for Not Your Baby, there's another perfume I've already smelled like this. The Missing Person, can't even smell it. It's like I want to keep trying these and keep loving them, and that's what I've been doing. But then I'm just like, I'm not feeling the inspiration of memories, moments, like intimacy or anything like that. It's like more I have to create an idea of what I see or what I would feel. And for a lot of these scents, it's kind of just like it's there. You kind of smell it before in other perfumes you've had, but none of them to me are like life-changing, like, oh, I've never smelled this before, wow, like, oh, this is like my number one perfume, like everyone needs to buy this. I don't feel like that about these, but I'm willing to just keep giving them a chance and see if my mind changes like a week or two from now. But honestly, I would recommend, if you're a person like me who just buys all kinds of like sample perfumes, is just looking for a scent, wants to smell everything, to give these a try. If you're just looking for perfumes to smell and looking for your signature scent, like, I'm not experienced in perfume, I don't know that much, I'm just looking for something that's my favorite. And for people that are experienced, I don't know if you have any opinions, comments, what you think about it, if you had the same issue as me where you couldn't smell one of them, or there's like, it's a dud, like, let me know. But I guess this doesn't compare to other famous perfumes. If you think of like YSL Mon Paris and then all the Chanels and everything else, I was expecting it to be like, get to that ranking of like, this will be a designer perfume that everyone will want to put in their closet or use as a decoration. That's what I was expecting from this, and I don't know if my expectations were too high. But anyways, this is how it looks again, all together. And thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It's a super long video, but let me know what you think about Phlur in general, the marketing, how it is, if you smelled it or not, because I'm really interested to hear everyone else's opinions, because this was popular everywhere and it's been sold out for so long. But thanks so much for watching. Bye.